Hello viewers, welcome to Shubhadeep's garden. Uh, these are really unprecedented times. Probably this is the new way of living. Everyone's stuck at home. But it's never too late to pick up a new hobby while you're stuck at home. So welcome to my garden. So today's video is all about tulips and hyacinths. So in this part of the world, in Sydney, the winter is coming and the best bulbs to plant right now is tulips, which is going to come up with beautiful blooms come spring. So let's get going. So I've got a couple of packets. So some hyacinth bulbs and some tulip bulbs. So this is like a Vandermark. It will, when it blooms, it's going to come up with beautiful bright red petals with some white marks at the edges. So these are very simple to plant, very simple to grow. It comes in like bulbs. It looks exactly like onions. Beautiful. Look at them. These are decently sized bulbs. So few interesting things to note about these bulbs are that these brown patches that you see, these coatings, these are called the tunics, and this is how shape of the bulb looks like. So couple of facts to remember about planting bulbs, always any type of bulbs, is that this pointed face should always face up when you're planting, and this part, this is called the basal plate. This is where the actual roots started coming out. So they should always go in the ground inside the soil, and when you plant it should always look something like this. So last year we went to Europe and we were just looking at the pictures the other day, and we thought in the memory of Europe, let's do some tulips this year since we cannot travel anymore. So here we are, got a pack of tulips and hyacinths. Alright, let's look at some hyacinth bulbs. They look like onions and they come in a variety of bright colors. So they look something like this, like onions. Only thing to remember is that they are not squishy at all and they are not black. That means they are rotten. So they should be always tight. And these bulbs are quite decently sized. I bought them online. They are very decent and looking in great shape. Again, same drill, the pointed side up, basal plate down where the roots come out. It's amazing how a flower can have such rich history. They say that tulip bulbs were first brought by the Ottomans to Netherlands in the 15th century, and that created a insane craze amongst people that everyone wanted to grow tulips, and it became a symbol of wealth and economic stature of people, and that's how it started to be known as tulip mania, which in modern days also quite metaphorically used as something to refer to economic bubbles. For example, real estate market in Sydney, you can say that it's like a tulip mania. Anyways, economics apart, let's get back to gardening. Here's where the bulbs are. So tulips are really hardy. They can pretty much grow in any kind of soil types. But however, what we need to consider is that the location where you're going to plant these bulbs, they are well drained, because the bulbs don't like moist or wet soil at all, because they have got a tendency to catch fungus, and if that happens then the bulbs will start to rot, and we don't want to let that happen. So the soil should be really well drained. Any compost should do, and put some bone meal and then soil on top. So another important thing to note is that whatever is the height of the bulb, you should plant them at least 3 times down the soil or ground level. So it should be like 2 more heights up like this, so around 6 to 8 inches deep inside the soil. Cool. So let's get started planting them. So this is our front yard, and I've prepared a garden bed over there. So something to note about the garden bed is that you take out any clay soil that is there, mix it up with a little sand, general potting mix. And what's most important is it should be well drained and quite sunny area. And this is our western part of the house, so that means from afternoon till late evening we get direct sunlight, because tulips like sun, so they need at least 6 hours of direct sun every day. So that's important thing to know. And the soil should be like rich, moist. See, this is how the soil type looks like. I've dug it out and put some potting mix and mix it up with regular potting mix, and now I'm going to put in some bone meal. So this is what I usually prefer, getting from our regular hardware store, Bunnings. So you get it there. I'll just spray it out a little throughout the bed and evenly just spread it out across the bed. That's it. That'll do the job. And now let's put the bulbs inside. Let's clean it up. Here we are. So I got some few different varieties of the bulbs, so they're different colors. So I thought of mixing them up a little bit here in this space. So we'll just start from this end. Here we are, pointy side up, basal plate down. And just start laying them here. Just remember that the basal plate should be down because the roots always grow on that side. Just do them evenly. Put some tulips now. Try and put them as close as possible, at least 4-5 centimeters apart. That would give the dense, rich look, and the cluster will look really nice when they bloom. Yeah. I had some daffodil bulbs left over from the previous year. They were just propagated. I just left them inside the bed, and these were new bulbs that propagated from the existing ones. So I'm just putting them here along with the tulips. So here we are, almost at the end. Few more to go. And that's it. So we have put all the hyacinth and tulip bulbs here in our bed. Now the other thing that is left to do is cover them up with some good compost. Laid down our bulbs, and now we have got this premium potting mix. So I got this from our regular hardware store, so from Bunnings. So we can just use them. They are really good. They come with mixed wetting agents as well as fertilizers, so that will do the job for us. So the goal is to lay them at least twice the height of our bulbs that we have got. Just put the soil gently so that you don't turn the head of the bulbs. Here we are. So I've got the soil nicely laid out and leveled up, so almost twice the height of the actual bulb that we put in. Now the other very important thing that we need to do is cover this soil up with mulch, at least 1 inch of mulch. So what this does is it pretty much regulates the temperature of the soil and keeps it consistent, so saves the bulbs from frost as well as sudden bright sunny day where the soil temperature can actually rise. So this will keep the soil nice and actual steady with the temperatures. Here you are. So I've nicely laid out the mulch and covered up the topsoil. So now the only thing to do is keep the soil nice and moist, not too runny and watery, because there is always tendency for the bulbs to rot. So just water them alternate day, and the best thing to do for the tulip bulbs is to leave them alone. And when the spring is here, you'll see it'll start blooming with beautiful bright colors. Alright friends, so if you like Shubhadeep's garden, please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you, and till then everyone, stay safe, stay healthy. Till talk to you later.